Welcome back to the morning show. It's time for Giving Back. Promise Healthcare has opportunities to volunteer in a healthcare organization providing primary care, dental, and behavioral health. Today, we are hearing from Manager of Marketing Volunteers for Shay Ward. Now, Shay, can you tell us why people should be involved with your project?
Yes, and thank you for having us on. As you mentioned, Promise Healthcare provides affordable and accessible primary healthcare, behavioral health, and dental care to Champaign County. As a federally qualified health center, we provide services to people with insurance. We have a sliding fee scale, and also for folks that may not have any coverage or not able to pay. We play a vital support role in the community. Volunteering at Promise gives you the opportunity for several things. One, to really get some insight into the healthcare community, and you can witness some firsthand some disparities in access and how we're working to address those. And then volunteering also is actually shown to help with health. So that's something we all need now: social interactions, helps with depression. So now that we're kind of moving post-COVID, hopefully people can start to seek out some volunteer opportunities, and we have some coming available.
And just in your experience, can you explain to us what kind of feeling it is to be able to provide this type of volunteering for people in need right now? It's got to be a good feeling, I would think.
Oh, it's been wonderful. We one of our programs, Food is Medicine. We used to have a food bank on site. We provide food bags for folks for patients that are identified as food insecure, and we had to get rid of the on-site food bank. So one of our volunteers, led by Debbie Hensley and other folks in the community, who actually started delivering food to folks, to about 100 families in the community that were our patients as well. So just being able to see that linkage of finding a need and being able to fill it has been very fulfilling during some of these dark times of COVID, and trying to find a way to continue services has been amazing.
Shay, tell me about your volunteers. Who can get involved with this? Who are you looking for?
Sure. Well, right now our push is for U of I. We've had a long-standing relationship with the University of Illinois Community Health Program and other programs. So right now we're accepting applications for our summer internship program. You can find those opportunities on, we posted it to joinhandshake.com, which all the university students should know about, so you can apply there, mainly for community health, but also those folks, sorry for those folks that are also maybe looking into going to medical school, nursing school. We have some hands-on clinical roles too, dental programs. So you can go onto Handshake, joinhandshake.com if you're a U of I student. Otherwise, we have a volunteer email at volunteer@promisehealth.org, and also we'll be posting some to our Facebook page, which is @promisehealth.
And Shay, it's about that time of the year where people are getting involved with their internships. Can you tell me about that? Do you have any programs coming up where students can get involved?
Yeah, so we have a pretty robust interning program, and we're actually been one of the few that have been able to try to maintain some on site during this, especially for the clinical roles. Some of the community health folks need about 320 hours of on-site work, so we provide some of those in administrative areas. They can learn about, if you're going to community health administration, some administration issues, human resources, things like that. If you're clinical, you're hands-on with patients, direct patient care. And so we're structuring the internships around what is of interest, and also to be an educational opportunity. We've also worked with the school. They have some projects they're working on that if they can't make up the hours here because of COVID or quarantine, we've been cooperating with them on how we bridge that gap. So it's really a wide variety. There's a listing of our internships on the website, but I would encourage anyone that's interested in a general internship or volunteer to go ahead and email us and check us out, and we can try to design something. We're very open to trying to create really rewarding and educational experiences.
And Shay, what's the reaction from interns and volunteers after they've completed these programs?
It's been great. We actually have several that we hire, especially on the clinical side. We've had several that have become employees, which is always a good sign. It's always been positive feedback. They enjoyed the experience. They enjoyed how, because we're kind of a smaller clinic also, you really get involved in the day-to-day operations and really get to see how a community health clinic really operates. So they've reported they've enjoyed seeing that really hands-on, where they're not, where they're just really part of the organization, not just an intern. They're really a vital part of our organization and what we do.
All right, Shay, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you this Monday.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
You bet.
Take
Have a
care.
great week. We'll have
Yep,
more of
see you.
your morning show coming up right after this.